I'm often asked why it is I do what I do for kids that end up on the streets. And the short answer, which is that I really wish that somebody had done that for me, what I'm doing now. I wish that I had had a place to go that was safe and that I didn't lose my entire childhood because I ended up living on the streets for such a long time. It took away all of my choices. While other kids were in high school and enjoying ninth grade and 10th grade and going to prom and homecoming and all those simple little things, graduating high school with their peers, I was struggling to survive. I was lucky if somebody spoke to me instead of walking around me on the streets. Last year, when I slept out for Covenant House, my biggest fear was the trigger that I would experience being homeless again. Even though I knew I had a place to go, even though people were going to be around me, and I had a sleeping bag and cardboard, which I definitely didn't have when I was living on the streets, that was my biggest fear. And I was wrong. I was wrong because really what triggered me was touring Covenant House. Seeing all of these children and adults that are their family, taking care of them and giving them a sense of not just normalcy, but a future, giving them education, healing their wounds through not just therapy, but just stability and being there. All of these kids are given choices back. And that's something that I never had. Even what I do now, even though it's a choice, is it the choice I would have made if I had been able to go to high school and graduate with everyone else and have that kind of life that at least I could have had through Covenant House, if not in my own house? And I think that might be one of the things I love best about Covenant House, is that they're giving these children their life back. And while a little bit of me feels sorry for what I lost, a much bigger part of me feels really grateful to be in a position to raise awareness in a personal way, to paint a different face on children who end up on the streets, because they're victims. Most of them are victims of abuse in the home or wherever it is that they ran from. And they don't deserve, nobody deserves, whether you're a child or an adult, to end up living on the streets. And it's our responsibility to make life better for the people around us. So I'm hoping that what this video does and what my message does is it stimulates a conversation about what you can do to make a difference when you see somebody living on the streets. It stimulates a conversation and action when you know that there's a child in your neighborhood who's habitually running and needs your help, and that you'll take that moment to at least try to intervene, and that it also raises funds for my Sleep Out tomorrow, because without your support, Covenant House cannot give these services to the kids. They can't give a family to the kids, and they can't give them back their choices. So I hope that you'll help me in my mission